everybody. Good morning. Hold on, I need y'all to hear this song real quick, please. Good morning, everybody. I'm telling y'all right now, I'm emotional today, so very. I need y'all to hear this little part right here. It's coming. You see, some of you don't know, but I'm not ashamed anymore to let the Lord know that I know Him as a healer. He's not my doctor, He's my healer. You see, when we were here back in 1988, I didn't near the cross, not knowing that the enemy was going to try me and see if he could steal my rest. I went in the hospital. I stayed in there 6 months. I was perplexed, couldn't think straight. Some of you don't know what it's like to be out of your right mind. This. I was crawling the walls, running when nobody was chasing me. But you know, I was in that room that had me locked up. And if I could do nothing else, you see, I went down on my knees and I said, Lord, I said, help me, please. Help me, please. And I want you to know, the Lord gave me the joy back. He gave me my peace of mind. He gave me my happiness. Did y'all hear that? She said she went to church and then went in the hospital. She was in there for 6 months, crawling the walls and running when nobody was chasing her. What do we call that today? This was a old song, but what do we have running through our world right now that sounds like that? What's it called? Hey, sister. Hey, what's that called? When somebody is running and ain't nobody chasing them and they crawling up walls. Possession, but another thing. What do this world call it though? Schizophrenia, mental illness. This woman was telling her testimony. That's why these songs be good. Because she said, I was running when nobody was chasing me. And I was climbing the wall. See, did y'all not hear that part? It was a little boy in Gary that was climbing the walls too back in 2011, 2012. They made a whole movie about it. And the police chief in Gary right now will tell you his story. He told it on the news and on a movie. Hello? Hello? Okay? See, these old songs that our grandma and mama and them used to listen to, they tell stories about what people was going through right now. But You said, yet the police didn't even want to go in their house. Okay. She told you a whole story right there. So if you have a family member that's dealing with mental illness, you might want to go listen to the song Yes by the Mississippi Mass Choir. Let that run through your house a bit. Some weird stuff going on in your crib, kids keep having nightmares, you might want to let that run through your house. Just put it on loud and go on and let that run through there. Because if you can't feel the energy, it's like it's looming. The evil energy is hovering. Do y'all feel that? Anybody been feeling like a weight or just kind of like, what is this? You can feel when evil is around and it's multiplying. You can feel it rapidly multiplying. No matter where you look, no matter where you go, you can feel it. People's stress levels is stupid high. Everybody is on edge. And that's how the devil like to keep you, not at a peace of mind. Wondering when the moment is going to come. God said, I know when it's going to come. You don't got to worry about it. You feel drained. I believe it, Medivale. I believe it. You know why? You know why? Because most of us haven't been going to our source. How many times you been in your prayer closet and didn't let your messages or your notifications stop you from sitting in silence and asking God what he wants you to do? How many of y'all really been in y'all prayer closet? I'm talking about not no 5-10 minutes. No, you set out time. You said several. Okay. You set out time. Okay? Specifically, like how you do with your little booties. You be like, I'm going to see you at 7. God be wanting that time too. He wants you to set aside time for him to come meet you in a place and talk to you and spend some time with you. Did you know? You hear me? Hold on. And if you do spend a lot of time in there, is you talking or listening? Because if you talking, you're not listening. Is it always you talking and he can't say nothing, can't get a word in? Because you telling him about all your problems, you telling him about this and that. Do you ever just go listen? You try to do both. Come on, Rika. Because God's voice is not like this. You said both for me, honestly. Okay. But think about it. The world is loud and repetitive. God is soft and he hope you hear him the first time. He'll come back. You said I'm getting more answers from the things I don't know about and had knowledge of. Okay. 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 Me too. Thank you, Mr. Avery. I want y'all to know we're nearing our transition. And it's crazy to think about. And I'm not talking about no rapture. I'm talking about seeing mercy taken away. Grace. We going into a time where the enemy is going to have rule over this planet. And the right people will be unalived for the wrong things. This, again, and the people that think that they are winning by eliminating others do not understand that if they inherit the earth, there'll be nothing to inherit. Because he about to knock all this stuff over if y'all have, he's already doing it. Do you hear me? He's knocking everything over already. Have you seen the houses and the cars and the buildings and the malls and all of man's achievements being ruined? Period. He is knocking stuff over. But he's also allowing the enemy to do the things that he's getting ready to do. Do y'all remember the movie Blade when he went into the butcher factory and the fiend look that was on all of those vampires' faces when the blood started pouring down over them? Do you remember how their countenance started to change and who they really were started to come out? Because when he first walked in there, everybody looked normal. Y'all remember? Until the blood started to pour. And then the evilness that was on the inside of them, it excited them, it frenzied them, it made them, they were aroused. We are literally watching the same thing happen. You just can't see the fangs. But the bloodlust, the hatred that is being spewed from one end of this earth to the other is small in comparison to what we are going to see shortly. Do you hear me? This is mild. Seeing people torn away from their family members, holding on, screaming blood. It's mild. Every time I turn on these apps, I hear this has never happened before. Okay? Think about this. We have been talking, especially for the last 6 months, that the days have been going faster and faster and faster. No? We've been saying it a lot. You hear me? You hear me? We've been saying it, right? You get up, the day over. Did y'all see what they said yesterday? That the earth, now that the water is going the opposite way, is spinning faster, and our days are going to get even faster. Because God said, at the end times, I'm going to shorten the days. I'm going to shorten the time. And it's so crazy because something so precedented just happened. Okay? Something that has never, not in 1,000 years, 100 years, never happened, which is the water has now changed directions. Hydro, energy. The energy on the earth has changed directions. There's not one living thing on this planet that cannot survive without water, that can survive without water. Plants, animals, people. And now, okay, the water has shifted. The water is like the energy source to our earth. Hello. And now it's changed directions. Okay. You said today's article says today's supposed to be the fastest day Earth spinning on axis by Daily News. Interesting. I just read that story today. Is the shortest day we've ever had. Interesting. Interesting. The month before 42 months that man been out. Y'all think that's interesting? It's a man that's been on this earth for 41 months. And next month will be the 42nd month or so, the end of the month or so that he's been here. And right before he has been here 42 months, the earth has switched because this is the time like no one has ever seen before. It's very interesting. You said I bought me a lifeboat because of the floods in NC. Tendra, did he tell us? Come on, Rika. The oppression that is about to be on this planet is going to be unmatched. I'm telling you. You said I just ordered mines and life jackets too. Come on, Angie. Okay. No, it's not here yet. It's actually not, Trey. Sorry. It's not here yet. You ain't seen nothing yet. I'm trying to tell you. Nothing. Think of your worst nightmares. It's going to be worse than that. Saul ain't got nothing on what we about to see. Understand why Noah was an alcoholic. He had to watch the world die. Violently. He watched people be boiled alive because the water that came up out of the earth was hot. This is children and parents and hello. We heard about these floods where it's 12 people. What about everybody on the planet except for 8 people? What your heart to do then? If you woke up and just everybody in your house was the only people on earth, not the outside family, only the people that's in your house. What would your mind do? What would your heart do? What kind of state would you be in? Because God said, just as in the days of Noah, honey. I don't
think people really try to understand the magnitude of what that means. If it's going to be just like the days of Noah, you need to go and dig deep into the story of Noah, not just in the Bible, because it don't give you just the, you got to go looking. The disorder weather satellite so that they disabled the weather satellite so that the weather reports aren't accurate. You said, to be honest, you don't know. Good morning, Miss Ida. The unbelievers are starting to contact me for info. The same people who I warned years ago. We talked about it, and we found that a lot of things was happening in the days and we studied it right. Oh, I'm emotional too. Believe it, because to study about something in such depth, okay, and to see that it is all happening. All of it very quickly. You hear me? Listen. I need y'all to get your Bible Gateway out and go to the NIV. You said I've sent so many family members links of what to order. Now they're here. Yeah, I told y'all what was going to happen. Parts of North Carolina only have about 2 days of water left. God told us to get those distillers because he knew that all of these rivers and lakes were going to be run over into the water supply. No? They on boil water, and God told us to get what? The water distillers? I told y'all for a week he had been telling me, but I was like, I'll tell him. They, boom. Oh, okay, that's why you told me tell him. Because the water is going to be tainted, and you're going to need to purify it on your own. Interesting. And not just before my area flooded, thousands of people were affected by not clean water. You said you told us to get distillers, straws, water rafts, and boats. Okay. Do you think you're going to need them now? Seeing as how places that don't normally flood are flooding. People probably thought you was crazy when you was buying that stuff. But a year later, it ain't been nothing but floods. We talked about it in March when I got back from Atlanta. Hello, maybe the end of February 2024. And since there has been nothing but floods everywhere, worldwide. Devastating floods. In places where it doesn't normally flood. Interesting. He told us. He told us that we would not get the alarms on time. Y'all remember? And now everybody is saying the alarms come 2 to 3 hours after the disaster has already happened. Does that not line up with what he told us? Does it? Ain't that what he said? There'll be no warnings, and if it is, it's going to be too late already. So you need to have your stuff together and ready for this. Huh? So I'm going to run to the restroom real quick. And then I need you to get your NIV out. And I'm not telling y'all where we're going until I get back because I know what y'all do. You said don't wait for the news to tell us. Okay. And you see why now. If you didn't see why back then, auntie, you see why now. I'm not waiting on them to tell me nothing. I'm going to go to God and ask him so that way I'll be ready. Because if I wait on the news to tell me, every time I'm going to be behind. I learned that. No part to it. All right, I need you to go to in your NIV on Bible Gateway. Y'all ready? Yeah. Hey, y'all ready? First Kings. I need to. I don't know where my other charger is, so we're just going to make this work a little bit. Okay. First Kings 19. Hello. First Kings 19. NIV, please. One, you don't gotta do that. If they not listening, they gonna have to go and get it. Remember we talked about at this point in time, folks gonna have to be listening or they just gonna be left. That's what I mean. Because everything you're not gonna be able to just type it out and stuff. Sometimes if they didn't hear it, they just didn't hear it. Maybe it wasn't for them. Okay? There they go with that funny stuff right here. Okay, moving on. They be recording my videos like snapshots while I'm in here. Interesting. Okay. Here we go. All right. So it says, now Ahab told Jezebel everything Elijah had done and how he had killed all the prophets with the sword. So Jezebel sent a messenger to Elijah to say, may the gods deal with me, be it ever so severely, if by this time tomorrow I do not make your life like that of one of them. Huh? it's always going to be somebody running back telling your business. It's always going to be somebody that's telling your enemies where you at and what you doing, reporting your information to somebody else and giggling and laughing about you having to leave a situation, losing your job, losing your spouse, losing your child. It's always gonna be somebody. And get this, Jezebel lived a real good life. Why is you worried about a homeless prophet? Hello? Ahab is the king. Why are you worried about somebody that got what? You got a whole kingdom. You got a big house. You got friends that'll do whatever you tell them to do. And then you always worried about a nigga that got less than you. Always got their business in your mouth. Always reporting their business to somebody. They downfalls and they mistakes. But you got it all, everything in your life together. So if you such a bad bee or a boss nick, why is it that you have time to watch somebody that has less than you? You ain't got a kingdom to run. You ain't got your business to run. So it looks to me that the same things that are happening now were happening then. Everybody that's so-called all got it together always worried about somebody that's so-called don't. Come on. Why you trying to tear up a person's life that already don't have nothing? Hello? Is you talking about this administration? No, never mind. Hello? So the kings and queens back in Elisha's days was doing the same thing that the kings and queens is doing right now. This nigga ain't even got he homeless. He place to place. Running for his life. And now you done sent some folks after him to disrupt the raggedy life he got that you say ain't no good. Interesting. Is this happening right now? Is it? This is happening right now. Where the kings and the queens of this world are taking away from those that already don't barely have nothing. They are so obsessed, but they have everything. You want to know why? You want to know what they're jealous of? Who wants to know? Their pride and greed for power and more money, right? Q, why you so obsessed with me? This part, you want to know why? Because the poor in spirit and the poor, God always coming to see about them. And it makes those with a lot mad because they know all they had to do to get where they at. And God continues to rain down blessings. The poor be happy. They don't be miserable. And yet, all of those that have so much, they're always angry. You so blessed. Why you mad? Your life so good. Why is you mad? Why are you so angry? Why do you want other people to suffer if your life is so good? You get happiness out of taking away from those that already have nothing, and you want me to look up to you, will not do it. Hey, sis. Okay. Interesting. You got so much, how you worried about people that have so little? Oh. Oh, okay. The net definition of having it all. But it's uh-huh. Money don't bring happiness. I don't know why people ain't figured that out. It don't. You can have as much money as you want, as much access to money as you want, baby. If God wants you to be miserable, baby, that's why they be on all the substances they be on, because their minds ain't right. Period. It's hard for them to sleep. Their bodies be failing them. Hello. Hello. Come on. This part. Here we go. So it says, so Jezebel sent a messenger. Oh, we've got that. I'm sorry. Here we go. Somebody always sending somebody to tell you something somebody said. The folks that so-called ain't worried about you always sending a messenger to you. Got somebody y'all know together and mutually, and they always sending little comments your way. Why you doing that? I don't care to hear from you for real. If your life is so great, why you worried about me? Why you worried about where I'm staying? Why you worried about what I'm driving? Why you worried about how my relationship is going or how my kid? Why, if your life is so great, is you always peeking over here in my business? They can have the perfect body. They can have the perfect husband or wife. They can have the perfect job, baby, and the fattest account on this planet. But if you do not have the peace and joy from God, baby, you're going to be miserable. It won't matter how many name brand clothes you have and how many vehicles you can let the garage up on. Let me see you when you by yourself. When you don't have your costume on. What are you like then? When you can't tell nobody about your achievements. Who are you then when you take all that makeup off and wash all the color out of your hair and pull off everything that makes everybody pay attention to you? Who are you then? It ain't hard to put a costume on. You can put a costume on every day. Police put a costume on, firemen, doctors, lawyers, pastors. Come on. Come on. Hear me? Okay. You can put a costume on. You can put a mask on of happiness. But people that can see straight through it, don't they? Do they? Here we go. Okay. Elijah was afraid and ran for his life. When he came to Beersheba in Judah, he left his servant there. Ooh. Maybe y'all receive this next part if I put this on, because I know some people like costumes. Here we go. Because I know y'all like costumes, so I'm going to just put my costume on here. Maybe y'all respect what I'm about to say when I say this. Y'all ready? Oh, shoot. Not you that messed up the zipper. Heavy-handed tail. My grandma would say, yeah, moving on. If you take your time and zip it up slow, you won't break it. You're right. Hold the bottom and zip it up. There we go. Okay, maybe y'all receive it if I got this on. Do that make y'all feel a little bit better? My collar in there. Hello. Right here it said Elijah was afraid and he ran for his life. And when he came to Beersheba in Judah, he left his servant there. Real leaders don't put their people in harm's way. Did you hear what I said? He just got word that a nigga looking for him. He stashed his homeboys away and went by himself. If they find me, they not gonna find me with nobody else. I'm not gonna put the people that's following me or the people that God has put me over as a leader, I'm not gonna put them in harm's way. He left his servant and went a day away from him. You can't tell me you that nigga and you all your homeboys always getting caught up, but you that nigga. You can't tell me that you a boss B and everybody around you keep getting hit and not you. Hello. Then you're not a boss. Because leaders will throw themselves in front of danger for the people they love. Okay? Hello? Somebody coming to attack your child, you just gonna sit there and let them attack them? Somebody trying to attack your mama, your daddy, you gonna sit there and let them attack them? Just start pummeling them or throwing them and you gonna do it? Why? You said ain't no way. Tell me why you ain't gonna do it. Come on. To lay your life down for a friend is the greatest gift of love. Come on now. So you can't tell me that's your friend and you allowing them to be abused, or you can't. You let people abuse them verbally, harass them on. That's your friend. But you a boss? Not. You need to take all that out your bio. Because when you love a person, you're not going to let nobody get them. And Elijah, he showed that. He said, I know somebody is after me. This woman then already said, by tomorrow this time, I'm going to be on somebody's slab. I can't take you with me into that. That's a good leader. But a leader that will lead his people into disaster, destruction, and death while he sits behind the lines protecting, You making moves that's making everybody get hit. You're not a leader. You making moves where every nigga around you struggling, but you got money. You're not a leader. Because leaders put everybody around them on and show them if they don't know. They don't make fun of them. They show them how to get to it, whatever it is. When I was in beauty school, there was things I didn't know, and there was things chicks knew around me. And guess what? We taught each other. So now, we ain't in competition, baby. We busting heads together. You can get it from anybody in here because we all know how to do it. Now, the level of how we know how to do it might be something different, but baby, we can bust your head right here. You said you want a finger wave with some pin curls in the top. Oh, she cold with it, but she can do it. You want to roll a rap like the old, oh, Miss Johnson, we got you, and everybody in here know how to do it. Everybody gonna eat around a real leader, and everybody is gonna be protected around a real leader. If you want to know if they a real leader, check the people that are following them and see how they live, and you will know they not a leader. Because real leaders put everybody on around them, and everybody is gonna live good. Hello? Hold on. Even the people that don't like them, you're going to be able to go to the doctor. You're going to be able to get you some food stamps. You're going to be able to get you some housing. You're going to be able to. All that hair on my body is standing up for real. Sis, come on. Hello. A real leader ain't going to say, I'm going to keep all 10 for myself. A real leader will take a half and give the 9.5 parts away. Oh, okay. You hear me? You hear what I'm telling you? I don't want to hear you talking about a boss and everybody around you starving and you the only one eating. Nigga, them kind of niggas couldn't even come in my face. You let your homeboy come out dirty like this, nigga, but you violent. You got some clothes that you could throw away that's better than what this nigga got on. Oh, you like people, you want to be the center of attention. Yeah, can't mess with you because you would do me the same way. You will make sure you looking good. And baby, whether I didn't help you get on or not, baby, you will want me to look crazy because the attention, you're selfish. You the homegirl that always want to outstunt everybody. And you know your homegirl gonna come out looking crazy. But you so hungry for attention that you will allow people to look down on your friend. I don't respect them kind of people. Now, I don't want you wearing what I got on, but I'm going to help you get together for you. I'm going to help you do your hair with something that looks nice for you so that you can be your best self. Hello. Because if I don't, I'm going to have to feel that Cat Williams stomach virus face that he was talking about behind my head all the time. I don't got time for that. I need everybody around me to be happy, whole, full of joy, not full of jealousy, envy, hate, and deceit. Oh, no, I don't want that. And I will walk by myself until I find folks that's okay with being healed, honey. You're not about to bring your chaos and tragedy and all of that over here. And now you can come broken, but you're not going to stay broken. Because if you choose to stay broken, well, we got to put you in a box with things that ain't no good then. Because you're choosing to stay broken. And that ain't going to help over here because it's always going to be a short in the electrical cord, in the circuit. You will be the weakest link every time. No, thank you. You can come broken, but you don't get to stay broken. We're going to patch you up. We're going to find out what will mend whatever it is that's wrong with you, and then we're going to get that together because sick people, they infect other people. Hatred bleeds on people. Envy bleeds on people. Bitterness bleeds on people. Depression bleeds on people. It spreads. Okay? So you can come here broken, you can come here depressed, you can come here all of that, but you can't stay that way. And we gonna make sure that. Hello. Hello. You can't stay broken. We not doing that. You say it every time. Come on. Here we go. It says he left his servant there while he himself went a day's journey into the wilderness. He came to a broom bush, sat down under it, and prayed that he might die. Have you ever been in a situation that you didn't want to live in anymore? It was too much. The weight, the embarrassment, whatever it is, you felt like you could not go on another moment, hour, day, week. Yeah. Okay. You. Okay. Interesting. So the prophet of God who got to speak droughts and all kind of stuff and babies and this and that and other, he said, Dad, I'm tired. I don't want to do this no more. I don't want to. It's been a long. It's been a long, long, long time. And all I have tried to do is tell people what you told me to tell them. And those same people attacked me, tried to ruin my life. I'm tired of running. I'm tired of having to go up against the kings of this world. I just don't want to get up no more. And now they are unaliving people that have done nothing wrong. But you told us this was coming. You told us that. But it's still crazy. It's still real crazy to see. He said he came to a broom bush and sat down under it and prayed that he might die. He said, I had enough, Lord. He said, take my life. I'm no better than my ancestors. And then he lay down under a bush and fell asleep. All at once, an angel touched him and said, get up and eat. Open your blinds. Stop starving yourself. Get up in the morning and eat. I know you want to give up, but it's not your body that's tired. It's not your body that is famished. It is your spirit. We feed our bodies a lot of craziness, a lot of information that doesn't feed our soul. But God is telling you, get up. I know you're tired. Get up. I already got some food for you that's going to help you with your mind today. That's going to help you with your finances today. You hear me? He got an angel waiting to bless you, to feed you, to keep you together, to protect you. This is a struggle I've been having the past week, and it blows me that the people don't feel the pain in this world. Yeah, it's real. Okay, you said restoration is a real thing. It is. God know when you're tired. He know when you've been keeping it together, but when you go back in your room and you can't even talk without the tears running down your face, before you can even get a word out, your face is leaking. It's a knot in your stomach. He know that he still got something for you to do, and he's going to empower you to do it. He's going to give you food and knowledge and information that is going to get you where you need to go. We are in uncertain times right now. And what we believe in is about to be put to the test. For Christ I live, and for Christ I die. I hope them words you spoke was true, because we come into a time where it's about to be put to the test. I found my brother unalive 1 week ago today, and I have been struggling. Thank you, Lord, and thank you, CERCA. Listen, I gotta go blow my nose. Oh my goodness. Oh, excuse me, y'all. And now my baby is gone. Child, I'm in class. Y'all know my kids can feel when something is going on with me. I want y'all to know that. It's two children that always call me if I'm crying, and that was one of them. I don't know how them two kids feel that, but every single time I'm crying, they know. It's so crazy. I'm talking about sometimes when it's right here in my throat still, the tears ain't even dropped. Two of my kids, they gonna call every time. And that's nuts to me. You hear me? Understand, y'all. What you find is troubling you right now. God allowed you to go through it so that you can make it through what's coming. It's not to break you. It is to build up strength for the next part of your journey, the one we all about to go through simultaneously. It's about to look like the Stepford Wives around here for real. Because if you do not conform to the systems that are coming, that are already in place, you will be fighting for your life. And the people that you thought where your neighbors and friends and families, okay, gonna be turning you into the people. The system that is set up right now is for the people that believe in Christ. You know that, right? They just making sure it work. Do you hear me? They making sure that you will tell on your employee. They making sure that you will throw your neighbor under the bus. Because when they say if you don't got that good old stamp, you not a part of, and we'll give you money to turn them in. Because they don't believe in the one leader. They still trying to hang on to the person that saved all the souls and shed his blood. You understand that? The people starving in Gaza and all these other places, the wars, they just trying to see how compliant folks is going to be. I kept telling the Christians, they don't think they going to have to fight a physical war. Y'all remember this? Huh? It's not a coincidence that they got the biggest budget, that their budget is bigger than the IDF, than the whole Israeli defense, whatever that's called. Hello? International Christ encampments. International Christ encampments. Interesting. International Christian encampments. You can call it what you want. International Christian encampments. Interesting. Hello. Y'all remember when they was rounding the Israelites and the Jews up in the Bible? Esther's story. Everybody was about to have to go, remember? Come on. You said most don't believe they have to fight a spiritual war either. Listen, they don't believe. Unbelief is a sin for a reason. Hello. Here we go. Whew. All at once an angel touched him and said, "Get up and eat." He looked around, and there by his head was some bread baked over hot coals and a jar of water. He ate and drank and then lay down again. Hold up. You had a heavenly being as your chef. What do you think that bread and water tastes like? You literally have a heavenly being making your food and drawing water. They're pure, so everything that they touch has to be pure. They can't touch unclean things. Okay? Wonder what that bread tastes like. Now, I know this feeling. The Lord really loved Elijah. He did. Because Elijah went where he told him to go. He put himself in danger to obey God. Hello. Do I got to say that again? He put himself in danger. He had to go away from his family, his kids, his friends, his mama, his daddy, his cousin, his granny, the job he always knew, the house he always knew. Okay? He had to go be homeless. He had to go stay with other people in cities where he didn't even know nobody. He had to live in the woods by himself to obey the word of God. And my question is, will you say yes to that? Oh, excuse me. Whoa. Hear me. Will you walk away from everything you know? Here we go. Thank you, y'all. It said the angel of the Lord came back a second time and touched him and said, hey, get up and eat. For the journey is too much for you. He just said, God, I can't do this no more. I can't. He went to sleep. He said, it's too much for me. Wasn't nobody there. Hello, it said he was by himself. And then as soon as he fall asleep, boom, 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 he ain't smelled the food cooking. It said the bread had been cooked over a fire. You smell smoke. You can smell food in your sleep, no? Can't you smell food in your sleep? Nigga, your stomach will start growling while you sleep. How did he not smell the food and wake up? He in the middle of the woods. Where you get a cup of water from? That's clean. He was so tired of living. He was so tired of fighting. He was so tired of running. He was so tired that he said, I just can't no more. You hear me? Baby, he in the desert. He went into the wilderness. He was in the desert. What no streams up there? It's sand and stuff. It's sand and rocks. Okay. But God knew that what he was about to go through was going to be even crazier. And what he had to do, he was going to need the strength to do it. Because it was about to be a rocky month. So God sent heavenly food for this man. Ain't no telling what it did to his body. It's better than plasma that folks be drinking. Moving on. Hello. We don't know if that literally strengthened his muscles and his legs where he could run faster, jump higher, read faster. We don't know what that food did. But they say if you eat, what is it? Mermaid fish tail food, flesh, it do something to your body. If you eat certain things, it does certain things to your body. So what do heavenly water and bread do? It's better than Panera. You hear me? They power ain't stronger than his. Don't they give us food right now? They give us energy. You can take a pill or a vitamin that has caffeine in it, and all of a sudden you get up and you're able to move. You was tired before you took it, but as soon as you put that caffeine in your body or whatever it is that you take that gives you energy, ginseng, whatever it is, what happened? All of a sudden you got energy. You can clean up, you can move around, you can lift the kids, you can do the laundry. So what did that heavenly bread and water do? What did it do? Because nothing on this earth has more power or energy than God and what he touched. He was ready to give up on life. Have you ever been getting ready to be evicted, or you know you about to lose your job, and God sends the big boss in to look at your file? Because the king and the queen of your job don't feel like it's nobody over them. And then all of a sudden you prayed last night, and corporate is in the building today. Because the king and the queen didn't realize that corporate been watching. And every single thing that they thought they got away with, God got it in a file like corporate. You didn't even know that the angels were reporting what it was that they was doing to you. When you went in your cubicle and you got in there and you was on your thing and the tears was rolling down your face because you need this job. And this boss, this Jezebel, this Ahab won't leave you alone. They don't know that it's somebody in corporate that's watching, monitoring the emails and the phone calls. His name is Jesus. And he hears the conversations that they think they having in their secret chambers. Hello. And whole time they thought they was about to get rid of your life source. Oh. Ooh, and they don't even know this their last day, baby. Because God been watching you. See, you don't even know that God sent me to this job as a blessing. And if y'all would have treated me right, we was going to be the #1 center in the country. But seeing as how you let your ego and whatever else, then God will not make me use my gifts here. He said, shake the dust off your feet, and it's going to be worse for that company because they didn't do right by you. That spouse that didn't do right by you, that brother, sister, mother, cousin that didn't do right. You said, get off my wall, auntie. I love you. That neighbor that think they going to run you off the block. Don't worry about it. You just keep getting in your closet asking God to fight for you, and you will see miracles. Do you hear me? Do you understand? The angel woke him up twice and said, listen, you can't give up right now. That landlord, come on. Come on. He went back to sleep. He said, I'm too tired to eat. He said, hey, get up and eat. Because what you about to do, it's about to shake up everything. Hold on. So let's go. What did it say right here? It says, the angel of the Lord came back a second time and touched him and said, get up and eat, for the journey is too much for you. So he got up and he ate and he drank. Strengthened by that food, he traveled for 40 days and 40 nights until he reached Horeb, the mountain of God. There he went into a cave and spent the night. If you get up and eat every morning, you get up and read your word every morning and ask God to speak to you, he will give you the strength to go through your day without popping off and acting crazy or doing something that you always got to apologize for. He'll tell you what your boss, your landlord, your mama, your cousin, your daddy going to say to you. You will hear a conversation in your mind and not understand. And he'll say, when they say this, don't respond. And the first thing they say will be exactly what he said. And you'll be like this. You said you got full body chills. It's a thing. You hear me? Whatever that bread did, it gave him enough strength to travel in the desert up a mountain for 40 days and nights. I want some of that. Because I'd be tired after 2 hours. Hello. Here we go. Woo. And the word of the Lord came to him. What are you doing here, Elijah? He replied, I have been very zealous for the Lord God Almighty. The Israelites have rejected your covenants and torn down your altars and put your prophets to death with the sword. I am the only one left, and now they're trying to kill me too. Thank you. Does that sound like Revelations? God said we're going to run up into the mountains. Some of you are going to be unalive by the sword. Some of you are going to be put in a prisoner camp. Yep. Alligator Alcatraz. Woke me up at 3:38 this morning and said, start praying for everyone. Auntie, you might have to run into a hiding place. Okay? He said, what you mean what I'm doing here? Ain't this what you told me to do? You told me get up. Now you asking me why I'm here? Okay. Maybe I'm tripping. Hello. The Lord said, go out and stand on the mountain in the presence of the Lord. For the Lord is about to pass by. Hold on, wait a minute. So you gave him some heavenly food because you knew you was about to come see him. He knew that in the state that Elijah's physical body was in the presence of God, the way that God was getting ready to come around, he had to give him something that could withstand the blow. So he let the heavenly food be running through his system for 40 days and nights to build up all that he needed to build up. He said, because I'm about to come see you. You hear me? I'm about to come see you. We're reading from 1 Kings 19. See, you didn't think that bread had nothing to do with, he said you wouldn't be able to withstand what's coming. You mean the presence of God that changed Moses' face? He was literally getting ready to be in the presence of God. No mortal body can withstand that. So he gave him food and water that will allow his carnal body that should have spontaneously combust when God's big toe, baby toe, got in his presence. You hear me? That food wasn't for nothing. Hello. An internal transformation. Come on, Bloody Rivers. Listen. Then a great and powerful wind tore the mountains apart. Could that bread have made him way down so when the mountains started to crumble, he didn't move? He didn't run? Huh? Could it have gave him the weight that he needed to keep his feet planted where God placed him? We are literally seeing the ground break up all around the world. The concrete is popping up and cracking open. The roads are breaking apart. You mean you're not going to run if you're standing right there and right in front of you, all the mountains start to fall? You're not going to run. Hello? It was something in that food. It was something in the food. Think about that. Whew. Then a great and powerful wind tore the mountains apart and shattered the rocks before the Lord. But the Lord was not in that wind. After the wind, there was an earthquake. You ain't gonna move. You gonna stand right there and you literally see him, but you just gonna stand there. You gonna stand? You ain't gonna run? Oh, okay. Yeah, okay. Right. After the earthquake came a fire, but the Lord was not in the fire. And after the fire came a gentle whisper. When Elijah heard it, he pulled his cloak over his face and went out and stood at the mouth of the cave. Hold on, no. You said I already ran in my mind this part. Hold on. Hold on, though. How many times have you heard God tell you to do something, and then as soon as you did it, people start telling you, I wouldn't have did that if I was you. That wasn't a good decision. Why would you do that? That's going to make this happen in your life, and you didn't think that through, and you shouldn't have did that. The wind, but God told you to go. And you didn't even have the money to go, and the day that he told you to go, the money showed up. You said last week. Hello. And you had just enough money to get to the mountaintop. He said, now go to sleep. But I already, they going to comp your room. Then you get in the room and the lights go out. The air ain't working. And it's a storm brewing outside. Would you believe that God told you to go to that hotel even though it was free? Would you start complaining? God, why would you bring me here? I already told you I didn't want to come here. And now all of this is happening. And everybody is telling me I made a bad decision and I shouldn't have listened. And now this stupid lights and air ain't working in this hotel. And it's a whole storm and it's hot in here. And I'm just tired. You said I don't question. Until somebody knock on your door. You heard that? Somebody at my door. Who is that? And you open the door, and it's the stranger at your door that says, here is a $4,000 card for your inconvenience. But I didn't pay for that. Here is a $4,000 Visa, a $4,000 MasterCard. The owner of the hotel wants you to come back, and so we are giving you a $4,000 Visa card so that you don't feel inconvenienced. You can use it at any of our other hotels wherever you go so that you can be comfortable, because we know you're not comfortable tonight. We're going to comp all your food. You have access to all the amenities on us. Don't worry about it. They didn't beat on the door like the police. You said, this happened to me. Uh-oh, classy lady. Come on. I believe it. The way you be traveling and stuff. I believe it. I believe it. He is. He gonna provide for you every step of the way. But everybody can't go with you. When you get to see what God wants to show you, everybody's not gonna be there. He wouldn't have saw or experienced or eaten the food if he was trying to drag everybody with him. Some things are just between you and God. Listen. Hello. Hey, Jay. Hello. Here we go. When Elijah heard it, he pulled his cloak over his face and went out and stood at the mouth of the cave. And then a voice said to him, what are you doing here, Elijah? He replied, I've been very zealous for the Lord God Almighty. The Israelites have rejected your covenant, torn down your altars, and put your prophets to death with the sword. Now they do it on the internet. Moving on. I am the only one left. And now they trying to kill me too. Y'all didn't know I woke up with a thing on here. We'll talk about that later. Moving on. The Lord said to him, go back the way you came. Didn't I tell y'all plan on going home? Moving on. And go to the desert of Damascus. When you get there, anoint Hazael, I believe that's how you say that, king over Abram. Also anoint Jehu, son of Nimshi, king over Israel. And anoint Elisha, son of Shaphat, from Abel Mahola, I believe that's Mahola, sorry y'all, to succeed you as a prophet. You say you tired, but you don't want to give up your reign. You want to still be in control of everything, but you keep talking about how you tired of having to do everything. He told God he was tired. God said, okay, I'm going to let you go through this next 40 days and then I'm going to do something for you. Go anoint your successor. I ain't going to make you work no more. Hey, CERCA, God has kept me in solitary for a good minute, but honey, I'm back and see the long hair. Oh, thank you, Pumpkin. Thank you. He had to be willing to give up his spot if he was tired. But God allowed him to see God's majesty and everything in his life before he handed over his crown, before he handed over his stole. And he gave him direct instructions on who. God is strategic in everything that he do. He said the same nigga. Let's go. Here we go. Right here. Whew. Jehu will put to death any who escape the sword of Hazael. And Elisha will put to death any who escape the sword of Jehu. Yet I reserve 7,000 in Israel, all whose knees have not bowed down to Baal or Baal, and whose mouths have not kissed him. This sounds familiar. I think we live in this right now. Are we living this right now? It's some folks that's kissing the ring right now. Bowing down. Oh, God said, but I got something for them. See, they've been killing my prophets, and they've been taking the food out of the people's mouths, and they've been snatching folks, but I got something for them. I need you to go over here and anoint this dude. I need you to go over there and anoint this dude. And right here, I need you to anoint this dude, because whoever try to run this way, I'm going to get them. Whoever trying to run that way, I'm going to get them. The ones that think they got away because they went straight down the middle, oh, I got something for them too. All the people that had came against the ones that was really truly serving God, God said, I got a cake bake for them. Just do what I'm asking you to do. Hello. They think they getting away. They think they doing something, and they smile about hurting people right now. It's okay. Because the things that's going to come out of the earth is coming for them. Do y'all realize that? The people that take the mark and the people that enforce the mark on people, y'all remember that the manticore is coming for them, right? You can't run from that. As a matter of fact, the manticore is going to sting them and they will be in a paralytic state. You mean the state they're trying to keep us in right now? Afraid and in pain and can't move one way or the other? Oh. The same way they want our hearts to give out with fear, their hearts going to be giving out with fear. Because see, you scary, but not scarier than what God got. Hello. And the pain that you inflicted, that you wanted people to suffer through, it said you're going to feel that pain. And you ain't going to be able to do nothing about it. And all of your money and your homes, it ain't going to be nothing. So they think they are putting terror in the hearts of the people now. But I guarantee you, them crevices that's opening up in the ground, that ain't for nothing. The people that are laughing at people's pain, oh. And see, the crazy thing is they're saying, oh, it's not touching us. It's all touching them. And guess what? Those beasts are going to roam, and they're not going to touch the people that don't have the mark. They're going to walk right past you and attack the people around you that have it. You mean the same way they doing us right now? Because they have the power and the size and all of that to inflict pain. But God said, my turn. They didn't learn from the Pharaohs. And again, just like the people of that time were okay with the abuse, the starvation, the families being separated. When God started to tap dance on their heads and they woke up and all of their sons that they allowed to cause so much hate and harm to people was breathless, and not just one. They son, they son's son, they son's son's son, and they son's son's son. Oh, it's different when that pain hits your house. It's different when you gotta live in squalor like conditions, like flies in all of your super expensive food and in your ointments. You wake up with a mouth full of flies, a mouth full of nets. They in your ears. You can feel them crawling in your ears. Oh, but you didn't care about nobody else having adequate food and adequate water and safe living conditions. See, God know how to get you. You remember how they used to show us all the African babies with the flies all over their body? It's going to be a change around here. And wouldn't it mess you up if you go outside and 7 out of the 8 houses on your block got flies in them? You can see them in the windows, and people walking by your house and it ain't no flies. You can hear people wailing outside because they woke up and their first sons were gone, and your son is running outside to see what's going on. They see you drinking a clear glass of water, and everything that they try to filter is blood. No matter how many rags and whatever rocks they running through, it's still blood. And they see you walking down the street like that. They might even get so bold to snatch it from you because they see you got clean water. Guess gonna happen. Guess what's gonna happen when they hand touch you? Take a guess. The moment they cursed hands touch it, it's gonna turn to blood. It's only gonna be water in my hands. Oh. They got the upper hand now, but not for long. Miss Davis. Miss Davis. I'm trying to see. This is why you got to read and study, because you're gonna see something. He said, don't worry about it. Yep, they gonna do you dirty. But what I got coming for them, baby, listen, they gonna wish they wouldn't have. Our current food source is designed to fill us but not nourish us, right? I'll be right back. y'all. Sorry about that. Do it. Been crying all morning, so my nasal passage is doing what they want to do. Y'all right over there? Everybody okay? We good? Here we go. We gonna get that. Wait a minute now. All right. So Elijah went from there and found Elisha, son of Shaphat. He was plowing with 12 yoke of oxen, minding his business, busy doing something. He wasn't worried about what the other shepherds was doing. He was worried about his business. And he himself was driving the 12th pair, so he was working. Elijah went up to him and threw his cloak around him. Elisha then left his oxen and ran after Elijah. Let me kiss my father and my mother goodbye, he said, and then I will come with you. Go back, Elijah replied. What have I done to you? So Elisha left him and went back. He took his yoke of oxen and slaughtered them. He burned the plowing equipment to cook the meat and gave it to the people, and they ate. Then he set out to follow Elijah and became his servant. So he quit his job, took all of his material wealth, and fed the people around him, and then he went with the prophet. Didn't we just talk about a good leader is always going to make sure everybody around them eat? One last meal with your family. God told him to pick a person that was just like him. He didn't say, I'm taking my ox with me because I didn't raise them and all of this. He got rid of everything that was his material value or his material worth. He could have sold those yokes to somebody else. He didn't even make no money. He used the yokes to cook the meat that was making him broke after that. Okay. He could have said, I don't know this nigga. I ain't giving up all my money. I got to hold on to something for me. That's not what he did. God said, come on. He said, okay, let me go back and cook this meal for my family. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to leave no untied. I'm just gone. I do. Elijah was tired, and God sent help for him. But he didn't just send anybody. He put people in place that were going to protect the prophet. Hello? That was going to listen. Oh. Because don't forget, Jezebel and Ahab want to kill him. Remember, he was supposed to be dead 40 days ago. Did y'all forget that part? Jezebel said, oh my gods, tomorrow, nigga, you gonna be done, nigga. He was supposed to be dead 40 days ago. Hello? Don't forget that. On sight, she said. And sent all her homeboys, the king's guards. I'm about to watch Game of Thrones today. Moving on. All right. I'm sorry, excuse me. It says, then he set out to follow Elijah and became his servant. Okay. The devil, the doctor, the witch doctor said, you got 6 weeks. The nurse said, this normally doesn't clear up. We've seen it before. The surgeon says, there's nothing that I can do. God said, right, because it's my turn. Move out the way, excuse me. They was waiting on a real nigga to show up. Yeah, this tag me in, nigga. I'm in here. The witch said you will be dead tomorrow. God said, you doing too much. You got a little bit of too much dip on your chip, girl. You got a little bit too much dip on your damn chip. I'ma need you to have a seat. What y'all think was going on with Jezebel and Ahab every single day that he wasn't dead? Come on. Y'all don't think the hatred in her was brewing? Y'all don't think she was around there slamming glasses, slapping slaves, and telling them you better find them, or it's your family. I'm not playing with y'all. Go out and find him. She probably was offering enormous rewards, access to the king's chambers. Ain't no telling. 40 days and you done said, nigga, I'm gonna hit you tomorrow. I'll be to see you tomorrow. My niggas will be over there tomorrow. And it's been 40 days. Oh, okay. That spirit in her was stirring up crazy. Now, don't forget she was a witch. Y'all don't think she was doing her incantations? Trying to have the monitoring spirits go find him and God had cloaked him? Is that why he gave him the food? It was better than the Harry Potter invisibility cloak because demons can see. This is how witches can tell you what's going on in your house and all this other weird stuff. They send demons to spy through flies and everything else. Cats and animals. That food kept him cloaked as well. You said over there doing a locator spell. Here we go. You can't look in your crystal ball and see where Elijah at. You can't look in your scrying mirror. You can't take a cat's life and spray their blood all over the place, or a chicken, and God tell, and them demons tell you where he at because God done cloaked him. Because God got a plan. Sometimes when God is hiding you away, it ain't that you done fell off. He's protecting you from the people that you don't even know have sent spies and plants into your, and planted these people into your life that plan to take it, to destroy your marriage, to destroy your children, to destroy what it is, your career that you have built. You don't know. So quit trying to always be out for everybody to see. Hello. Everybody don't need to know every single move that you make because you don't even know who's hunting you. You hear me? You don't even know. So maybe God told you don't go tonight because the person that's been waiting to see you for 10 years is going to be there, and they said on site and you didn't forgot about it because, baby, you didn't went on. But, baby, it's been burning in them that the day that they see you, it's on site. Oh, okay. Interesting. Okay. I need y'all to go to 1 Kings 20. Okay? And I need y'all to go down to I'm sorry, y'all. Give me 1 second. Verse 35. First Kings 20 verse 35. And then I'm gonna let y'all go. I ain't gonna keep y'all. NIV. That part. That part. You're welcome. All right. It says, by the word of the Lord, one of the company of the prophets said to his companion, strike me with your weapon. But he refused. So the prophet said, because you have not obeyed the Lord, as soon as you leave me, a lion will kill you. And after that man went away, a lion found him and killed him. Interesting. The prophet found another man and said, strike me, please, so that the man struck him and wounded him. Then the prophet went and stood by the road waiting for the king. He disguised himself with a headband down over his. This is my nigga. I need you to make me look wounded. Oh. 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 Oh, my arm. Oh. Oh, God. I need some. Mm-mm. As the king passed by, the prophet called out to him, your servant went into the thick of the battle, and someone came to me with a captive and said, guard this man. If he is missing, it will be your life or his life. And you must pay a talent of silver. While your servant was busy here and there, the man disappeared. That is your sentence, the king of Israel said. You have pronounced it to yourself. Woo! Then the prophet quickly removed the headband from his eyes. And the king recognized that he was that nigga. Oh. 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 You thought I was wounded. You thought I wasn't going to get up. You thought that you left me for dead. But guess what, nigga? I'm on your head. Oh. Oh. He said to the king, this is what the Lord says. You have set free a man I had determined should die. Therefore, it is your life for his life, your people for his people. Sullen and angry, the king of Israel went to his palace in Samaria. The setup was real. He didn't go in his priestly garments, did he? He didn't go expecting. I keep telling y'all, the people God used for real, they agents. I'm not supposed to look like a church person so I can get close to the people that I might have to take out. You see what? Because prophets was smirking niggas back in the day. They not scary. I don't know why y'all think that. Yeah, they cry a lot because they be wanting to do stuff. Hello. I'm not supposed to look like a saved, sanctified person because then I can't get into the enemy's camp. You said what? You want to come with me? You ready? Hello. Espionage for the Lord. Come on, Mari. You hear me? I had to get a few slices in my skin so I didn't look like I ain't never been through nothing. a few black eyes, a few kicks in the ribs, so it's believable when I get ready to come up on you and let you know who I am. Oh, oh, you got to play the part well now. They can tell the difference between a real nigga and a not real nigga. They can tell the difference between a warrior and a nigga that's scary. They can tell the difference. So he had to put on a costume to get close to the king so he could deliver a message. Now, ain't that crazy? Because before, it was the king and the queen sending messages to him. But now he didn't send one. Tell bro, I got to do this, bro. You know how we do around here. Hello? If y'all can't tell from this story, real niggas move in silence. Everybody don't go where the real niggas go. Everybody ain't welcome. Everybody can't walk through the door, and everybody don't know their next move. Hello. You wanna go? You ready? Because walking with the Lord is very, very dangerous. If you didn't know, for real. That's why he don't need no jellyback Christians that don't stand up and ain't ready to go to battle when it's time. What good can you do? Because the enemy is playing for keeps. Hello? It don't matter how big the army is, because my daddy, he got swords for all the problems. You said it's a giant you gotta slay, he got you. It's a regular nigga you gotta slay, he got you. It's a thick nigga you might have to get through, he got a lot of muscle. He said, oh, I got a tool for that too. You said it's somebody that's real close to you, so you're going to have to get up and personal. He said, oh, I got something for that as well. He got all of the tools you need to take care of whatever the enemy is looking like. You said you got some two-faced people around you. Oh, that's all? He said, oh, so you need something that's going to take care of two heads at one time. Oh, okay. So no matter which way you go, you taking a nigga that, oh, that's all. You got two-faced people. He said, I got something for that too. Hello? So no matter which way you swing, niggas is falling. Hello? You ain't got to be scared. You do not have to be. He said, I got a tool for every enemy you have. And it's going to be specific to what they did to my people. Oh. You ready? You ready? You said he answering prayers, protecting you on all sides, and prepping you for the battle. He heard everything you've been saying. Now, look. Now he putting it to the test. Come on. It's safer to obey because your punishment is the lions, tigers, and bears. This part. Hello. You ready? Are you about your word or not? Come on. Are you willing to take off your pastoral clothes and get down in the mud to get the job accomplished? Oh, no, that's beneath you. Oh, okay, move over to the side. He needs some real niggas around here. We need some YNs. Where they at? They keep that stick on them. That switch. Hello. They ready to go at all times. You said, huh? Them the type of people my daddy need. See, niggas been walking around with sticks. That ain't nothing new. And they was cold with them, too. You hear me? Crazy. David was one of the original YNs. Moses, YN. Abraham, YN. Hello? The prophetess that was winning the wars, YNs. Jacob was a YN. It was some women YNs too. They was putting things to, you know what I'm saying? Oh, okay. Peter, come on. Deborah. Oh, okay. Hello. Hannah. Even Miriam at times was out. She was directing the oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah, they was ready. But they wasn't crashing out. They had strategy. Esther was a YN, was. Rahab. Rahab was YN. You heard me? Listen. You said I told my brothers the apostles was good. They was. You gotta be crazy to run up in a nigga city and they all throwing up forks and all this stuff over there. You all drip down in the blood of Christ. You know what I'm saying? You got to be bold to roll up in them nigga hood and say, everybody about in here about to get it, nigga. And now you hear is click, clack, click, switch, click, clack, switch. And you like, yeah, ain't moving. Nigga, you heard what I said. Nigga, you know you in here surrounded. Nigga, do y'all know y'all surrounded out there? Oh, you thought I came by myself. Just turn around and look out the window. You said what? You said, huh? Yeah, go on and lay it down. Go on and lay it down. Come on with that. Hello? Oh, okay, that's how my daddy moved. That's how my daddy moved, dude. Yeah, you thought I was by myself, nigga. Ain't. Wasn't. Ain't. It's not. You said what? Oh, okay. Oh, okay, go on and lay them down. You hear me? Samuel and Gideon, come on. You said Jael with that tent peg took. Come on, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm saying. She said, do you know who I am? He said, yeah, I know who you is. You gonna give me a little food or something? She said, yeah, daddy, I'll get you some food. What you need? I said, you tired? He said, I just need some rest. She said, nigga, you ain't about to get up. Oh, like that. Here's some water and some steel. Oh. Oh, okay. Oh. They said, who got him? A chick did. RYN homegirl. What was our girl name in Chicago? They passed away. And everybody was scared of her. The one with the beads in her hair, what was her name? Everybody was saying she was old boy's sister. And they used to be beefing, but they was really friends and had crushes on each other and stuff. What was her name? In Chicago, the famous girl. She was like a rapper and a drill rapper and all of that. What was her name? But niggas was scared of her in Chicago. Y'all know who I'm talking about? You don't know her name, but you know who I'm talking about. She was with what's the boy that got King Von them that involved in that whole business? Mm-hmm. She was like Jael. Hello. She didn't need no nigga to go with her, put in work. She was gonna put in her own work. Hello. Hello. Mm-hmm. Hello. That's the name of the game, pumpkin. When you in the streets, it ain't no loyalty. There's no honor among thieves. I don't know why y'all be thinking that. Kai, that was her name. That was her name. And they say she laid a few people down. Niggas. But we the weaker link, right? I don't know about that. No, not Asian doll. Kai. That was her name. Kai. Yeah, no. Kai. You said more than a few. Here we go. Okay. It's some warriors that don't have to look like. They all do it for the money. What do you think the stars do it for, honey? They kill their family members too. They kill their friends as well for the money. So that they can be famous and really be broke for the rest of their life because they don't even get no money. It's happening everywhere. Oh, that ain't nothing new. Women can be real savage. Anyway, so I'm gonna let y'all go. I'm gonna just leave y'all with that. Hopefully you enjoyed this class today. I'm about to go. I'll see y'all a little bit later. I was up until 3 o'clock in the morning doing wedding counseling and healing inner children till 2:41 in the morning. So I woke up late today, so I'm gonna go get me something to eat. Not go get something, but make something. And yeah, find me something to eat. Okay. But hopefully this put a new spin on what all happened with Elijah when he was running from Jezebel and Ahab. You hear me? It's okay. If you missed it, y'all know we got, I don't know if y'all know, but y'all know we got YouTube, right? CERCA TROVA 22. If you ever miss a class, you just go over there to the last live. Look under the live tab. That's where all the videos are. Thank you, nephew. Okay? So if you miss class, no, not like that. Mm-mm. It was my son's friends. They're like my other children. I don't do because people be trying to no. Just when God tell me to. Yeah. If y'all could say a prayer for me, I'm on my way to the ER. I don't have another. I hope I don't have to have another emergency surgery. We definitely will. Well, don't speak that. Say what you want, pumpkin. Say what you want. Say we definitely will. Y'all pray for our sister. She's on her way to the ER. Okay. Steph. Happy anniversary. I done missed all kind of stuff over here. I'm sorry, y'all. Ooh, I love y'all. Yeah, I'll probably be back later, but it's time. I gotta get up and go find me some food because I've been, I didn't go to bed at a normal time because I was up working last night. So I love y'all. And again, CERCA TROVA 22 for the people that missed this class or you want to send it to somebody or whatever. If you want to just go back and see it, CERCA TROVA 22 under the live tab. Under the live tab. We have over 1,500 the Bible says speak those things as though they were, pumpkin. You have to have authority when you speak in the name of Jesus. Demons ain't scared of no word. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta, when you rebuke the devil, Jesus did not rebuke the demoniac silently. He didn't even rebuke Peter silently. He said, "Get behind thee, Satan. You didn't let the devil." You got to. Some prayers are silent prayers, but some prayers need to be spoken out loud so the devil know to be on the run. You hear me? You're one. You welcome, pumpkin. So anyway, CERCA TROVA 22. If you like this class, you can go and watch it. I love you guys. I hope y'all have a good day. I'll be back in a little bit. Thank you. Okay. Thank you. Girl, it's breaking. I gotta start moisturizing my hair more because I have a lot of breakage at the roots and everything. I know. That's why I'm telling her. Say what she want, not what she don't want. This part, sis. I love y'all.